Hi, this is Andrea Tukaji, Fighting for Justice Foundation. I'm here at Federal Parliament House. We've been engaged in parliamentary lobbying today. It's the last sitting day of 2017. There's obviously a lot on, but the proposed Modern Slavery Act is to pass here in Federal Parliament next year. So we've been talking to senators and members in relation to some of our concerns and some of our recommendations subsequently. So Fighting for Justice Foundation seeks to ensure that the legislation that is passed, particularly in relation to slavery, human trafficking, exploitation, gender-based violence, is victim-centred and it is holistic in its approach. So currently the Modern Slavery Act has not been implemented first and foremost, and we want to ensure that when it is robust and thorough. So for example, we argue that there should be no threshold for this legislation, that all businesses and corporations should be held accountable for slavery in their supply chain, including not only raw materials, services in their supply chain, but also service supply chains. So we're talking about in Australia, currently we have slavery in raw material supply chains of seafood, cocoa, cotton and tea in particular. It's been noted in international reports, but the service supply chain of brothels is also a concern. So the brothel service supply chain should be considered as a high-risk industry, and penalties subsequently should be applied to a lack of reporting for these companies, because they are high risk and they engage in not only exploitation and servitude, but also slavery of vulnerable women and girls. So we are here at Federal Parliament lobbying in relation to the proposed Modern Slavery Act, and we do call upon those who want to see a robust legislation to lobby with us. And please do contact us, fightingforjusticefoundation.com, and send us a letter or send us an email, and we can talk to you about how you can be involved in lobbying in this space. We'd also like to commend a anti-slavery commissioner to the recommendations. We'd love to see an anti-slavery commissioner here in Australia. We would love to see a public repository system where all the reporting is uploaded. We'd also love to see extra resources for law enforcement in this space. So our anti-trafficking and child protection teams within AFP need to be supported so that they can do their jobs well. So these are some of our recommendations and considerations for the proposed Modern Slavery Act. There is a lot of work to do in relation to post-implementation and rise of this bill. So get in contact with us if you're interested in partnering with us, not only for the lobbying part, but the follow-through. So we are currently preparing for next year, and we'd love to see you on board with that. We'd love to engage with you in relation to compliance to this act if you're a business person or corporate entity. Fightingforjusticefoundation.com. Get in touch. Thanks.